was disrupted. But yeah, as I was saying earlier, this is the pilot episode, and I'm planning to read one story a day after the rosary, and hopefully meditate on the story. See, see if it reflects on my life or how it can help in my life. And you can always like use the chat box and also share your input. If you have any tips or any comments, nice feedback on the story itself, if it relates to you as well, things like that. Alright, so I'm gonna start now. So good morning everybody, it's 6:18 in the morning, and apparently this book sold over 60 million copies already. This one I bought in the secondhand shop, so it's hard to find them now. I don't think I can anymore, and I'm trying to get the complete set of this. I've already tried getting a few of them already on eBay or on Amazon, and yeah, because when I was in college, a couple of friends of mine or classmates had copies of this, and I used to borrow them and use them, and it's really nice and amazing. So I said to myself, when I get a chance, when I'm older and got a bit more money, to buy even secondhand, because back in the day, it's so hard to buy this, very expensive, and look, it's when you're a student, a college student, £899 converted into your local currency is very expensive. So yeah, thank God that I can afford it now, even if it's secondhand. And I'd like to share it to the world as well. Experiences like this, it's nice to be shared, and we can chat, we can talk about it, and you can also share your own experiences, or how it relates to your own life, or if it does inspire you or not. So the chat box is welcome for this. So we will. Oh, so it's in London. This was public. This was done in London, I guess. It says here London. Oh yeah, Vauxhall Bridge Road, London. Published. Wow, that's amazing. Oh, that's really amazing. Look, it says here the stories that were penned anonymously that are public domain or were written by Jack Canfield. Oh, that's good. So, it's been reprinted by permission. But yeah, there is something saying here too. It's more like reflective. Reflective. What we're going to do is more like reflective. Where our work is, there let our joy be. With love, we dedicate this book to working souls everywhere for your labors of love, service, and purpose. We deeply acknowledge your energy, creativity, caring, and commitment. May you, your families, and our world be blessed by your unique contributions. It's insulting the way management treats us all like a bunch of children, but I'm growing fond of story time. So the first one we're gonna read is Love at Work number 2, page 2. Work is love made visible. Jesse's Club. A kind and compassionate act is often its own reward. I do a lot of management training each year for the Circle K Corporation, a national chain of convenience stores. Among the topics we addressed in our seminars is the retention of quality employees, a real challenge to managers when you consider the pay scale in the service industry. During these discussions, I asked the participants, what has cursed you to stay long enough to become a manager? Sometime back, a new manager took the question and slowly, with her voice almost breaking, said, it was a $19 baseball glove. Cynthia told the group that she originally took a Circle K clerk job as an interim position while she looked for something better. On her second or third day behind the counter, she received a phone call from her 9-year-old son, Jesse. He needed a baseball glove for a little league. She explained that as a single mom, money was very tight, and her first check would have to go for paying bills. Perhaps she could buy his baseball glove for her second or third check. When Cynthia arrived for work the next morning, Patricia, the store manager, asked her to come to the small room in back of the store that served as an office. Cynthia wondered if she had done something wrong or left some part of her job incomplete from the day before. She was concerned and confused. Patricia handed her a box. I overheard you talking to your son yesterday, she said. And I know that it is hard to explain things to kids. This is a baseball glove for Jesse because he may not understand how important he is, even though you have to pay bills before you can buy gloves. You know, we can't pay good people like you as much as we would like to, but we do care, and I want you to know you're important to us. The thoughtfulness, empathy, and love of this convenience store manager demonstrates vividly that people remember more how much an employer cares than how much the employer pays. An important lesson for the price of a little league baseball glove. Rick Phillips. That one's amazing, right? That is amazing. Truly amazing. So, what can I say about that? I like having this here. So, um, yeah, that's really true. It makes me think. That's why when my dream is to have my own business, but I'm thinking of ways how I could, retain staff. How can I do that? So what I always think about is when I'm working and I'm treated somehow not the way I am expecting to be treated. Like I've been hurt or been treated unkindly. My way of dealing with that is thinking that if I have my own business, or if I would be given the chance to be in her shoes, I wouldn't be like that. So that's how I meditate and try to come back from that, because sometimes you have to stay in your job because moving a lot is not really good on your part. It's it doesn't reflect well on your performance, especially if you want to move to a better job. So sometimes, even though it really pains you every day to keep coming back to work, and you get treated that way, you just have to remind yourself of how you could do it better, and building on your faith as well, because that's also what strengthens you daily. And I've also realized that when you suffer, you get closer to Jesus. Reminds you of His suffering, and what your suffering is nothing compared to what He went through. So yes, that's how I feel about this story. And yeah, it's gonna be very, very challenging today because it's my first day, and yeah, I'm also thinking sometimes you can feel down, you can feel let down by your expectations. So sometimes I just don't expect too much, you know. I try to think that I'm here because of survival mode. I'm on survival mode, and hopefully I can grow in the working environment and learn to find my ways in a peaceful way, and try not to think about leaving straight away or quitting, because it's my first day of my first day at work, my new work, and I think although pilot episodes should be a little longer than the normal episodes, I think if you do have anything to say for this episode, feel free to type on our chat box, the comment box after this live stream, and I can read your messages, and we can start our next episode by reading those messages and talk about those messages. And I think that would be nice as well. So since no one's entered the top our chat box, so I'm gonna end it now. But yeah, if you do have anything after this, just yeah, feel free and we can talk about it. I can read your shared experiences as well if you do have any. Okay. So thank you very much and God bless you. See you later.